So today I'm going to talk about the new MiNT X Edition iType camera. So I really love this particular SLR modification. It has all the features that you know with the MiNT camera, using the time machine. You have fully adjustable shutter speeds, really great clean and refurbishment, but it also has a rechargeable USB-C port on the back. And you can see the bottom of the camera, or the camera itself on the back half, is just a little bit thicker. And that extra thickness allows this camera to use iType film. What's great about this particular camera is you can use iType and 600 speed film, but unlike the i2 camera and other modifications that I've seen on the market, this camera differentiates between iType and 600. So if I put 600 speed film in here, it uses the battery that's in the 600 speed film. If I put in iType, it automatically uses the built-in battery. And the battery is quite massive, and I've yet to have to recharge it. It runs an awful lot of film. However, I noticed a problem. The problem was that certain iType film packs, 8 out of 10, would get stuck, the cartridge, and I couldn't eject it. Literally, I had to open up the front of the camera and pick a pair of pliers and pull out the cartridge. I've never had this problem on any of the cameras like I've been talking about, the Dennis modified for me, or my i2 camera, but in this camera I did. So I reached out to MiNT, and what they said is that the iType cassette, and I have one right here, is 0.3 millimeters thicker than your standard 600 cassette. Now, I was dubious about this, so I broke out my micrometer and I sat around and I measured, and I see where I think the problem is. On the back of the iType film, there's a larger little tab here in the middle. On the 600 film, it doesn't have that. I am suspicious that in their retrofit of the camera, somehow in the back, there's a gap where this is getting stuck. So what I suggested to MiNT was, and they thought this was a good idea, all you have to do is take an emery board or a nail file and go on that tab and just hit it. Just a couple of times, like that. It's plenty. Before you load it in the camera, and it pulls out perfect. Again, not every pack of iType film I have does this. MiNT says that Polaroid, and I'm not so sure about this, changed the size of the iType film pack, and the ones that get stuck are the older ones. That the newer generation doesn't have this problem and doesn't get stuck. I don't know about that. But what I do know is that just really quickly before I loading it, giving this just 1 or 2 little, sand marks like that and pushing it in solves all the problem. Thank you very much for listening. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Now go shoot some film.